Have you ever really stopped to think about what your body will be like 10 years from now? Imagine getting there with less and less energy to get off the couch, more difficulty tying your own shoes, and no stamina, even for basic daily tasks. Maybe climbing a few steps becomes a challenge, or carrying grocery bags starts causing back pain. Scary, isn't it? The truth is, time doesn't stop, and aging comes for all of us. The big question is, what are you going to do today to change your tomorrow? If you don't take action now, you risk growing older in a sedentary, weakened state with reduced mobility. And losing mobility, endurance, and strength over the years comes at a high price. Chronic pain, lower quality of life, and even difficulty enjoying simple moments with family. The good news is that it's possible to reverse, or at least minimize, these effects of time with simple exercises that you can do at home without any fancy equipment or spending money on a gym membership. That's why, in this video, we'll show you the 6 best exercises to improve not only your strength, but also your mobility, joint stability, and muscular endurance. Stay tuned until the end, because exercise number 3 has been delivering the best results for my students. Exercise number 6, dead bug. The name dead bug comes from the image of a bug lying on its back, moving its little legs in the air. Despite the funny name, it's an excellent movement for strengthening the core, which, in case you don't know, includes the abs, lower back, and part of the hips, while also improving spinal stability. If you experience any back discomfort or feel like your abs are weak, this exercise can help a lot. Why is it so good for your body? During the dead bug, you need to keep your lower back firmly pressed against the floor, which forces your body to engage your abs in a controlled way and protects your spine. It also strengthens your core, and even though many people underestimate it, a strong core improves balance, posture, and helps prevent back pain. Lastly, this exercise also works on coordination between your arms and legs, as the movement synchronizes opposite limbs, enhancing your motor coordination. How to perform it correctly. Start by lying on your back on a mat or carpet, keeping your lower back pressed against the floor. Lift your legs, bending your knees at a 90-degree angle, meaning your thighs should be perpendicular to your torso, while your shins remain parallel to the floor. Extend your arms upward with your palms facing inward or forward, whichever feels more comfortable. Move one arm back toward your head, while simultaneously extending the opposite leg forward toward the floor, without letting your foot touch the ground. Always keep your lower back pressed against the floor. Bring your arm and leg back to the starting position while keeping your torso stable. Then, repeat the same movement with the opposite arm and leg. Inhale before moving your arm and leg, exhale as you extend them, and inhale again as you return to the starting position. You can start by doing 8 to 12 repetitions per side for 2 to 3 sets, depending on your fitness level. If you feel lower back pain, check your form to ensure your lower back remains supported on the floor. Now that you've learned an excellent exercise for core strength and stability, let's move on to a movement that will get your heart rate up and strengthen your legs in a highly functional way. It's time to talk about exercise number 5 on our list, the bodyweight step-up. But before that, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Having access to the right information is what will keep your body aesthetic and healthy in the long run. Moving on, this lesser-known movement basically consists of stepping up and down from a step using only your body weight. It's a simple exercise, but extremely effective for your legs, glutes, and even for improving your cardiovascular endurance. You can use a step at home or a sturdy box that can support your weight. If you don't have a step or box, any solid surface with a reasonable height, about 6 to 12 inches, will work just fine. The bodyweight step-up has 3 main benefits for your body. Strengthens the quadriceps, glutes, and calves. As you step up, you primarily work the front of your thighs and glutes. As you step down, your calves engage to stabilize the movement. Improves mobility and balance. Balancing on one foot as you step up greatly enhances ankle, knee, and hip stability. Boosts cardiovascular endurance. Repeatedly stepping up and down increases your heart rate, helping to improve stamina. How to perform it correctly. Stand in front of a stable step or box with your spine straight and your core engaged. Place one foot on the elevated surface. Make sure your entire foot is on it, not just the toes, ensuring a stable base. Push your body up by extending the leg that is on the step or box until you are fully standing on the surface. The other leg follows, joining the first one. Step back down carefully, lowering one leg first, then the other, always maintaining control to avoid straining your knees. Breathing pattern. Inhale before stepping up. Exhale as you push yourself up. Inhale again as you prepare to descend, and exhale as you lower yourself. To start, do 8 to 10 repetitions per leg, always stepping up with the same leg first. Then, switch legs and repeat. 2 to 3 sets are a great starting point. To increase the intensity, you can hold a light weight in your hands or increase the step height. Speaking of intensity, let's move on to an exercise known as a stability favorite, the shoulder tap plank. The shoulder tap plank is a variation of the traditional plank that adds an extra challenge to core and shoulder stability. While maintaining the plank position, you will alternately tap your shoulders with the opposite hand. It sounds simple, but trust me, it's a fantastic full-body challenge because it provides benefits of the shoulder tap plank, strengthens the core and arms. Just like a traditional plank, this exercise heavily engages your core to maintain posture, while also working your shoulders and triceps. Improves stability and balance. Lifting one hand off the ground to tap your shoulder forces you to activate your abs and glutes even more to prevent your torso from rotating. Prevents lower back pain. A strong core helps distribute the load more evenly between your abdominal and back muscles, reducing strain on the lower back. How to perform it correctly. Start in a high plank position, hands on the floor aligned with your shoulders, arms straight, legs extended back, and feet hip-width apart. Engage your core by contracting your abs and glutes to keep your body straight. Don't let your hips sag or stick up. Lift one hand and tap the opposite shoulder, keeping your torso as stable as possible. Return your hand to the ground. Repeat the movement with the other hand, tapping the opposite shoulder. Try to control your breathing, keeping it natural and steady. Inhale and exhale in a rhythmic flow without holding your breath. The key is to prevent your hips from swaying side to side as you lift your hand off the ground. I recommend starting with 10 to 12 taps, counting both hands for 2 to 3 sets. Rest 30 seconds to 1 minute between sets. If it feels too easy, bring your feet closer together or use a more unstable surface, like placing your hands on a soft mat. Now let's talk about a great exercise for the posterior chain. Exercise number 3, bodyweight good morning. The name, good morning, comes from the motion of leaning your torso forward, similar to a bowing gesture. When performed without weights, it's called a bodyweight good morning because you're using only your own body weight. This exercise is fantastic for strengthening the posterior chain, which includes the muscles in your back and the back of your legs, primarily the hamstrings and glutes. Why is it effective? Strengthens the lower back and hamstrings. These muscle groups are crucial for maintaining good posture and performing daily movements, like bending down to pick something up without injuring your back. Improves flexibility. As you hinge forward, you stretch the back of your legs, increasing flexibility. Promotes proper posture. It trains your body to maintain a neutral spine even when leaning forward, reducing the risk of injury. How to perform it correctly. Stand with your feet hip-width apart, knees slightly bent, and hands resting on your hips or behind your head. Keeping a neutral spine, hinge forward at the hips, pushing your butt slightly back. Imagine someone pulling your hips backward. Keep your gaze forward or slightly downward. Don't tilt your head back or look up, as this can strain your neck. Lower your torso until you feel a comfortable stretch in the back of your thighs. There's no need to go past the point where your spine starts to round. Return to the starting position by squeezing your glutes and driving your hips forward until you're standing tall. Breathing pattern. Inhale as you hinge forward, exhale as you return to the standing position. Perform 10 to 15 repetitions for 2 to 3 sets, maintaining full control of the movement. If you want to increase difficulty, hold a dumbbell or water bottle against your chest, but only after mastering the technique without any weight. Exercise number 2, supine leg circles. As the name suggests, you'll be lying on your back and making circles with your legs. This exercise is great for improving hip mobility, core stability, and even for preventing lower back pain. Additionally, it helps with motor coordination and stretches the inner and outer thighs. How to perform it correctly. Lie on your back on the floor or a soft mat, keeping your lower back pressed against the surface. Extend your arms alongside your body with your palms facing down or up. Raise one leg straight up, pointing your foot toward the ceiling, while keeping the other leg extended on the floor. If keeping the bottom leg straight is too difficult, bend it slightly to avoid straining your lower back. Start making slow circles with the raised leg. Begin with small circles in a clockwise direction, then switch to counterclockwise circles. Keep your torso stable. Engage your core to prevent your lower back from lifting off the ground. Breathe naturally, maintaining a steady inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth as you move. After completing one set of circles with one leg, rest for a few seconds, then repeat the movement with the other leg in both directions. Start with 5 to 8 circles per direction per leg, totaling 2 to 3 sets. If you feel any lower back discomfort, check your form and reduce the size of the circles to gain better control over the movement. We've now reached the final exercise on our list, but that doesn't make it any less important. Now let's take care of your shoulders and upper back with a simple yet powerful movement known as wall angels. The wall angels exercise is often overlooked, but it makes a huge difference in posture and shoulder health. It helps open up the chest, activate the upper back muscles, and align the spine. If you spend a lot of time sitting, you probably deal with rounded shoulders and neck tension. This exercise can gradually help correct that. Why is it good for your body? Improves posture and spinal alignment. Pressing your back against the wall naturally adjusts your trunk, neck, and lower back positioning. Enhances shoulder mobility. Sliding your arms along the wall works the shoulder joints and helps release tension in the chest. Activates upper back muscles, especially the rhomboid muscles, which are responsible for pulling the shoulder blades together and maintaining an upright posture. How to perform it correctly, step by step. Stand with your back against a wall, keeping your lower back, upper back, and head in contact with it. Position your feet about 6 to 8 inches away from the wall to make it easier. Raise your arms to the sides, bending your elbows at a 90-degree angle, as if you were drawing an angel on the wall. Keep your back pressed against the wall. Try not to arch your lower back or push your head forward. If this is too difficult, make small adjustments, but keep as much of your back in contact with the wall as possible. Slide your arms upward, extending them while keeping them in contact with the wall, then bring them back down, bending your elbows as if you were drawing angel wings. Perform the movement slowly and with control. Breathing pattern. Inhale as you raise your arms, exhale as you lower them. Keep your breathing steady and natural. You should feel a gentle stretch in your chest and shoulders, but there shouldn't be excessive pain. Start with 6 to 10 repetitions for 2 to 3 sets, based on your comfort level. Over time, try to increase your range of motion, always respecting your body's limits. Remember, consistency is key to any change in your body. Practicing these exercises just once a week sporadically won't bring significant results. Ideally, try to incorporate these movements into your daily routine or at least 2 to 3 sessions per week. In no time, you'll notice that simple daily tasks become less tiring, your posture improves, and aches and pains may decrease. And as we said at the beginning, take care of yourself now, because time will pass no matter what. What you do today determines how you'll live in 5, 10, or 15 years. So if you want to age with more health, mobility, and energy, start right now. If this was helpful to you, don't miss this other video appearing on your screen right now, where we talk about the best exercise for each muscle group in your body. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and may God bless you, my friend.